Hey everybody, Chris here. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at what Dogecoin's next move could be. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when my new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. And we were live on Thursday. We were watching a dip, and we picked the perfect time to buy on the dip. That's right. I bought on the dip. You guys bought on the dip. And now we've turned around and moved higher overnight. That's right. Caught that dip perfectly. That's why you gotta subscribe, have your notifications on, join in on the live streams, because that was a good one. Will there be more dip opportunities coming, or is it only up from here? Let's go ahead, let's take a look at it. Let me show you the charts in the news. I'll show you what I'm looking at. We start here looking at the current Dogecoin chart, and we are over 23 cents. That's right, Dogecoin has traded up over this 23-cent line, and now seeing if we can battle it for support right here. Or will there be another dip just down? But here's where the dip was yesterday. During our live stream, we were watching Dogecoin drift down. We targeted 21.99, right? That was our target. And right there, we saw that dip come down below. This is where I bought. Some of you bought with me. Some of you were delayed, thinking, oh, I'll get it next time. And then about 25-30 minutes later, we had another dip. Came back up over 22 cents and then dipped down again. We had a nice little double bottom there. Great buying opportunity. And on the bigger scale, as we zoom out, it was a bigger double bottom from yesterday morning, where we had that PPI number came out, right? Oh, inflation, and the Fed's not going to cut rates now, and what's going to happen, and blah, blah, blah. And the market makers just dumped the entire market, as we see with Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin led the charge on the big dump. And look at Bitcoin's recovery. Not that much. Bitcoin hasn't recovered that much, not even back to 120 yet. It's just kind of stagnant. Bitcoin only up about 0.5% on the day so far, while Doge is up 2%. And we're going to be watching that again on the green days, right? When the markets are going up, Dogecoin outperforms Bitcoin and most other cryptos, as we see, outperforming ETH, Algorand, Solana, Cardano, and XRP and others. It's just, that's how Dogecoin trades. If you haven't heard me say that already, that's a repeating pattern that we have. So what do we have? Bitcoin, ETH, XRP, Dogecoin. That extended pullback that we had, right? Again, market makers flushing out over $1 billion of long leverage trades got wiped out yesterday. The CME gap was filled. Oh, CME gap, of which I've shown you. Not all CME gaps get filled, but everyone's all proud of themselves saying, see, filled the CME gap. It had to do that. It doesn't have to do that. It doesn't have to. But I get it. That's what people say. Bitcoin just filled the 118,000 CME gap. In past cycles, this marked the last cheap entry before liftoff. Shakeouts are where the smart money builds, not exits. Buy the fear or watch the rally without a ticket. Again, as I showed on the live stream yesterday, there's still a CME gap down there at 91.4 for Bitcoin that never got filled. But that's okay. You can choose the narrative you want going forward. Okay. Hey, if all the traders believe it and now it just goes higher, I'm happy with that. But I think there's some of you that still want another dip to buy it. You had it yesterday. That was it. That was it yesterday, right? And Mags is like, look, imagine being bearish right here. I mean, look where we are. When you zoom out, you're looking at this. Over the past 4 years, from 2021 till now, imagine being bearish. Imagine thinking, oh, cycle top is in, that was it. Now we're just going to dump. It's like, no, I don't think so. Leia's like, look, the most important part of making money in crypto is your entry, which is why we buy dips, right? Get that right, and you're already winning. I'm still bullish for Q4, but take some profit. I've seen too many people ride the coins all the way back down to zero, right? So we'll be talking about that as we go into the fall. We'll be talking about that. Trader Allen's like, look, here's Doge. I know some of you complain I was showing Trader Allen charts, but they look so pretty, right? They look so good. Dogecoin is gaining strong momentum. Will it surge up to $1? I mean, that's big thinking, right? And we're going to hear all of that again. Doge to $1, Doge to $1. But the setup is real here. The setup is real. We've seen this path before. We've got the crossover. Now the momentum is ready to move up. BitOrigin is like, look, from memes to markets, we're stacking $500 million in Doge to make sure when adoption goes mainstream. Dogecoin is ready. I mean, these guys aren't messing around. And they want to make money too, right? So they're buying a lot of Doge. So here's the big chart right now. The big chart is, look, don't need to say something, don't need to say anything. I mean, this is the chart. Are you bearish on Dogecoin here? This is a very bullish looking chart. This is the next move. This is what is coming. Where is that target going to be, and how high is Doge going to go on that? Well, we will be watching that, right? So make sure you're subscribed, you got your notifications on, and we will follow along. This is going to be exciting times. Dogecoin, Pepe, Pudgy Penguins. I mean, we're looking at all of the different memes like Bonk and Pump.Fun and others, and which meme coin will surge the most. And I'm like, does it matter? I think they're all going to go up. Where is your position? Are you ready for what's coming? And don't get flushed out like yesterday, thinking the cycle is over, because that's not how cycles go. Again, not 100% guaranteed, but that's what you want to be watching for. Is right now we are in this uptrend, and we've hit support. MACD's moving around, coming back up. Or this is the stochastic RSI, I believe here, that this is moving back up. So that's all coming. And then we got this. It's like CB Doge. It's like no highs, no lows, only Doge, bringing back the old Elon stuff. And here's a Grock image of Elon holding a Shiba dog. And I'm just like, really? That's not. This is the one thing that just bothers me about Grock and Grock Imagine and all that, is that it's like wiring our brains, right, to have new memories that overtake the old ones that were much better. Because, I mean, this was from 2021, right? Elon posted this, right? And he said, yeah, Tesla will make some merch buyable with Doge and see how it goes. Remember that? And he followed through with that, right? He followed through with that. This is from the New York Times. I mean, this was in the New York Times. It's like Elon holding up the... But now, with Grock, right, you can make whatever you want. And then somebody else animates it, right? With Grock Imagine, they animate it. And we're just like... And now, this is what's on your brain. It's like, I read too much science fiction, I guess, and see too many of these movies where your perception of what you remember gets overtaken by some new AI created thing. And anyway, that's a subject for another minute. But I thought saw that and I was just like, oh man. But where's Dogecoin going to go? Look, these guys posted this really interesting chart with Bitcoin, BNB, and Doge going all the way back to January. And it's like, yes, Bitcoin, BNB are both outperforming Dogecoin. But what happened? In the first few months of the year was the big pullback, right? Fear of tariffs, all of that, right? Bitcoin went down. BNB went down. BNB had a little bit of a pump there, but then came back down. Doge dropped harder. That's what happens on the red days, right? Dogecoin always drops harder. So Dogecoin was already down by March, and then the big dip in April that we all saw, right? Doge was way down versus Bitcoin and BNB. And then when we start moving up, Dogecoin, gradual, and then has the big moves that are larger than other coins. We saw that in May. We saw that in July. Now, BNB also had a really big run. A lot of great things going on with BNB. I get that, right? Bitcoins wasn't as much, but Doge is still down here. So this is the potential of Dogecoin in the fall, is to outperform not only Bitcoin and BNB, but like all other coins. That is how Dogecoin works. That's how it trades. The idea that I've been saying is your coin count, right? To be ready for when that happens. Otherwise, you're going to be chasing on the green candles instead of buying on the red like we did yesterday. Just a little bit more, adding to the stash, getting ready for what's coming. And what is coming? Well, first there's going to be this 30% rally. That'll be the next move, right? We've held the 21-cent support, right? We bought the dip. Like good traders that we are, right? That doesn't mean it might not dip again. We're still in August. It's the summer of chop. Like all of that is still in play. But we had that. The latest price prediction for Doge suggests bulls may be gearing up for another run. After a volatile few weeks, Dogecoin has found its footing following a sharp pullback from recent highs. Buyers are stepping back in, hinting at renewed momentum if support holds. So that's what we're looking at. And we will be watching what is happening with Doge, utility growth, future potential. Ethereum may have led the latest large cap crypto rally, but many analysts believe Dogecoin could be next in line. With strong whale support, a bullish technical setup, and rising developer activity, all those things we've been talking about, the Doge price prediction for the coming weeks leans optimistic. So, confirmed breakout above 24 cents could mark the start of a sustained uptrend. If that happens, Dogecoin price forecast for 2025 may shift toward higher targets, and the path to $1 will become a central topic in Dogecoin news once again. No guarantees on $1. I mean, let's get back to that 48-cent mark that we had first. We'll be looking at 35 cents, right? 42, 48. We'll get past 48, and now we've got a clear path up to previous all-time high at 73. So all of that will be in play, and we'll be watching that this fall. Right now, Dogecoin, little volatility right now, but the buyers come in on the dips, right? And they buy it up, back up above 23 cents. This is very strong for Dogecoin. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about Dogecoin's next move? Give the video a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.